One thing that is true for all 6 conditionals is you can always reverse them. For all 6, you can always put them in the opposite order. You could say, the coach buys drinks if our team wins. That's fine, no problem. You can also make them negative. If our team doesn't win, the coach buys drinks. If our team wins, the coach doesn't buy drinks. If our coach doesn't win, the coach doesn't buy drinks. You can always make them negative if you want to. Just whatever's appropriate. Of course, you can always have different subjects. Here the subject is team. Here the subject is coach. They can be the same or different. You have 2 different subjects or the same subject. Let me give you another example of a present real conditional. I don't go jogging when it rains. I don't go jogging when it rains. It's another conditional. I just noticed I put them in the opposite order. Here's the if or when, right? This is the condition. This is the other part. I don't go jogging. Of course, jog is manpao. I don't go jogging when it rains. And I made it negative. The present conditional, the present real conditional, is just used for like 原则. It's principles. When this happens, this happens. It's just what always happens. This is just the principle. This is what is normal. What is usual. When our baseball team wins, the coach buys drinks. This happens. It's what always happens. On this one here, there's not a big difference between if and when. They're about the same. When is a little bit more common, more often, but they're about the same. There's not a big difference here. I'll give you one more here. When you heat water, it boils. Heat, here's a verb, to add heat. When you heat water, it boils. Kai shui, right? It boils. Just things that are normally true. And I can put if here. If you heat water, it boils, that's fine. Water boils if you heat it. When you heat it, they're both fine. There's not a big difference there. Any question on this one? Present real? All right, let's do past real. Past real's not very hard either. Past real is same as this, it's just in the past. If or when, subject, past verb, comma, subject, past verb. For example, if our team won, the coach bought drinks. This is actually true. I played baseball when I was in kindergarten, when I was about 5 years old, for 2 years, 5 years old and 6 years old. I played baseball, and I hated baseball. I felt like you were always waiting, right? You're sitting on the bench waiting for your turn to bat. Or I played outfield, way far away, right? And you're looking, and you're just always waiting. It was the worst. I hated it. But the good thing about baseball was a past real thing. If our team won, the coach bought drinks. He took us to 7-Eleven, and we all got slushies. A slushie is like a bing sha. We all got slushies. That was the rule. If we won, we got slushies. Slurpees. All right, this is just something that was always true in the past. This one is always true now. That one was always true in the past. I used to live in China. Normally, I rode a bicycle to my job, but I took the bus when it rained. That's true. In China, normally I rode my bicycle to work, but I took the bus when it rained. I took the bus when it rained. It's just something that's a true statement, something that was true in the past. One thing about this one, when you're doing a past, sometimes you'll start a sentence with like, when I was little, 我小的时候. That is not part of the conditional. That is just the time. You'll still need a conditional. For example, I'll give you one of those. When I was little, that's just your 我小的时候. It's not a condition. When I was little, when I felt sick, I didn't go to school. This part here, when I was little, it's not part of the conditional. This is just the time. This is the 条件. When I was sick. In that situation, I didn't go to school. So be a little bit careful. If you're doing a conditional, this is not a condition. This is just at that time. This is the conditional. When I felt sick, I didn't go to school. And again, on this one, you can do if or when. There's not a big difference. I took the bus if it rained. When I was little, if I felt sick, I didn't go to school. They're about the same. When just is a little bit more common. If is a little bit less common. There's not a big difference.